Hey, this is Matt once again. What about seeing the videos? Another paid request, this time from RobZombieChick420. Thank you so much for that. For those interested in requesting any type of videos, topic, reaction, review, re-review, commentary, whatever the case may be, feel free to send it either directly to my PayPal or join my Patreon. Both links are down below in the info box. So the video in question is at the Tubi. Sorry, just getting ready here. At the Tubi number 5, Tubi recommendations with MormoZine and RobZombieChick420. It's on this guy Grady George's channel. Now I won't be showing the video because I don't want to. How do I put it? I don't want to steal the guy's video and stuff. But I have the link down below in the info box if you want to follow along. Down below. Not my balls, but down below. But at the Tubi number 5, it's 30 minutes and 12 seconds. Grady George, MormoZine, and RobZombieChick420 will take you through the weird side of Tubi in this new Tubi review series. Okay, so I guess what they've seen, what they recommend, all that jazz. Again, it's about 30 minutes and 12 seconds. I have a pause at the beginning. Shut up, stomach. And we will press play now. I like the Siskel and Ebert thing. You got the Siskel and Ebert music. Have not seen any of Grady George. Yeah, Tubi, pretty good website. I mean, they have advertising, but there's a lot of movies you can see for free. Like, wow, they got Speed and other films for free. Oh, I think this is the guy they interview. Is this the guy they interviewed MormoZine? But we didn't see his face? I think so. I might have seen this guy's videos before. I think he was interviewing MormoZine, but I didn't see his face. But I recognize the voice. So, Grady's choice is Combat Shock. I've heard of Combat Shock. I haven't seen it, but I've heard of it. It's a trauma film. And I'm not a big trauma guy, but I've heard good things about Combat Shock. The lead guy is a Vietnam vet with a drug addiction, an Agent Orange baby, and he goes nuts. Eraserhead meets Deer Hunter. That's a hell of a combination. Nice background there. You got Johnny Cash. You got Play Misty for Me, Clint Eastwood. This one I almost saw it on VHS. Okay, yeah, and they... The hell is that baby? That baby's like... It's Alive baby, or... If Jason from the first Friday the 13th as a kid, he was a baby, just like this... Why you tell me the milk was sour? And the girl's like... Life is hot in Cracktown? Okay. Yeah, I mean that baby definitely seems bizarre. I'll give you that. And the shriek, it's like it's a baby shrieking, but there's a warp. It's a warped sound to it. Now, was this a Trauma film that they made, or was it a film that Trauma found and bought and put their name on it? Because there's a couple of films like that. What was the other one? Bloodhook. Like other films that they bought in and put their logo on it. Buddy G. Filmed the same team or Tattoo Avenger. Okay. Yeah, it sounds like a downer movie. Well, he's got blood on his hands and blood on his face, so I don't know if he killed his wife, killed the baby, killed both, whatever, and then drinking that bad milk. I haven't seen the film, but I'm guessing that's the ending. He loses it, kills his wife and kid, and then. So, Mormo's recommendation is Dirty Top No Donut, shot on handheld, shot on video. So it's found footage where a guy's following this dirty cop around, and the dirty cop's doing all these bad dealings. I'm not sure about the acting. I mean, maybe you enjoy in like a bad way with the acting. Dirty cop, bad donut. Oh, dirty cop, no donut. Sorry. What the hell? Tim Ritter. A Jamaican hooker that's really an Asian lady. Okay. Doesn't look like great acting. Doesn't seem like great acting to me. I mean, entertaining acting is different from great acting. Of course, Piranha Double D. Oh my god. That's such an awful film, Piranha Double D. Awful as hell film. Gary Busey, I think it's Clu Gulager. Clu Gulager, who was in Nightmare on Elm Street 2 as the dad. Just think his son, John Gulager, directed, who did the Feast movies. I think like Feast 1, 2, and 3. I think it was John Gulager. So yeah, he directed the Feast films and he got to direct this. And I've seen that guy who owns a water park in a lot of movies. He was one of the Anchorman and Anchorman. He's been a lot. He's done a lot of stuff. He was the pilot in States on a Plane. Very goofy, stupid, poorly paced movie. I didn't like the Piranha 3D. I mean, if Piranha 3D, if they stuck with the adult characters like Ving Rhames and I think it's Elizabeth Shue, if they stuck with them, it would have been better. But they go with the younger actors and they just don't have the charisma, the star power. Yeah, this is what I'm talking about, is the stupid stuff in this. Like this guy just humping the jet valve water. It's Ving Rhames was in the previous film, and he died. His character died in the previous film, but here, I can't believe Ving Rhames did that. He must have really needed the paycheck. Like I say, he was in the previous Piranha 3D, and he got eaten like he was dead, but he was like, oh, he has no legs. And David Hasselhoff. Hasselhoff just, I guess he really needed a paycheck because of the embarrassment of that whole thing with the burger and him being drunk. Him being drunk, people filming him eating a burger when he's drunk. I think he needed some work. That, or because of that era we had Sharknado, so a lot of stars wanted to be part. Yeah, I'm gonna be in on the gag too. I'm gonna be with the hip crowd too in these films that are purposely campy and B movie. Like Piranha 3D, that one I could give you credit to the gore in the third act of the movie, but I think it's one of those films that has a really good scene in a very meh movie. Oh yeah, that one with John Saxon. And then that's the one like they try to make the bees gay, but it doesn't really work. And I barely remember the Ten Commandments. I didn't remember that scene where they just dumped the horses. I mean, I like killer animal movies. I think Prawn Double D, I thought it sucked. Double D more like double dumbass of a movie. I've heard of Burial Ground. Prophecy spelled with an F. Is that like a foreign theme where prophecy spelled with an F? I mean that sincerely. I'm asking sincerely. Is like prophecy of the black spider is like prophecy spelled with an F? What? The zombie's like, I just want a blanket to sleep. There's a walking corpse, so let's stand there and look at it instead of running. Yeah, keep staring at it. I mean, I would give a bit more credit to Lucio Fulci zombie. Looked a bit better than this. Yeah, that's why I heard about this guy where they, with the stuff they give the kid to do, it makes sense why they hire this like 30-year-old actor. But each time I see him, I'm like, okay, that's a little person. But he's supposed to be portraying a little kid. Because it's supposed to be like this incestuous thing where he likes his mom. And at one point, the mom allows him to suck on her nipple or something. I think when he becomes a zombie, he bites the nipple off. I mean, I don't know if Burial Ground's really that disturbing. Maybe that poorly made. Maybe disturbed at how badly made it is, but like I said, I've seen bits and pieces. I've seen reviews of Burial Ground. It doesn't seem like I might have seen it. I don't remember a damn. I might have seen the film. Hell, I might have reviewed the film and I forgot about it. If so, well, there you go. That's how I feel about it. It was so good I forgot I reviewed it. Like I said, I've heard of Burial Ground. I said I might have. I don't want to keep this playing. I gotta look. Did I review this movie? I can't remember. Let me look at it. Did I review this film? Now I'm curious. Yes, I did. I reviewed it 2 years ago and I forgot about it. Wow, so I did see this film and I saw this film and I didn't remember a damn. So I did see this film. It was that good. It was that good. So I did. I reviewed the film. The review's on the channel. Damn. No wonder I thought it sounded familiar. Because I saw the film 2 years ago. Obviously, I was not a fan of it. Just I don't remember reviewing it. Slow burn horror can work if done well. I mean, Session 9, the original Blair Witch Project, The Shining, Stanley Kubrick's film, those worked as slow burn. Zero Budget Heroes, the Chris Seaver story. So it's a documentary. I mean, I like these kind of documentaries. This could be interesting. Well, I think the films themselves are good or bad. I do like hearing about these documentaries about filmmaking. Terror at Blood Fart Lake. Well, it says zero budget heroes, so zero budget. I guess Tao's not lying. Lloyd Kaufman. Oh, J.R. Bookwalter. Okay, I definitely know of him. J.R. Bookwalter. Huh. I'd be interested in that documentary. I'll check it out one day down the road. Yeah. One man's trash is another man's treasure. That's definitely true. That is definitely the truth. Absolutely. I don't know about RobZombieChick420. I don't know if they're high or what. Well, I mean, RobZombieChick420 requested this, so I guess they didn't answer whether they were high or not. I wonder if there's any other documentaries like this one, Zero Budget. I mean, when you look at documentaries, it's more like, here's documentary World War II. I mean, like documentaries like that, like documentaries about filmmaking. Someone should do a documentary like on Gerald Bookwalter or something like that. Or some of these like other guys. Uh, Well, I mean, definitely. Well, selling RobZombieChick420, and I agree with Feast. That's a good recommendation. I do like that film. Same director, Piranha 3 Double D, Piranha W, whatever. I do like Feast. But yeah, Feast was a part of the Project Greenlight theme, which ran for what, 3 seasons or so, where it's like Ben Affleck, Matt Damon, a few others come pitch us a story, a script, director, and they show the shoe in the film. And of course, because it's a production, they show like the most dramatic parts of it. But I know this one, I think Wes Craven was a producer. In other words, just hanging with Ben Affleck, Matt Damon. Right after, they didn't really have much hands-on, but I know this is one of the Project Greenlights. I think it's hard to find now. I'm sure if you look hard enough, you find it, but yeah, Feast I do enjoy. I think that's a fun monster movie. It is very violent and gory. And it's one of those things that it really plays with the tropes. There's a lot of good twists and turns because, yeah, there you go, the Project Greenlight. You're never quite sure who's going to live, who's going to die, who's the lead. Like, it takes a bit into the film before you find out who the actual lead is. You think it's this person, but then they die. You think it's this person, then the film goes a bit later, then they die. Then maybe it's this person, and I thought it was pretty clever. It plays against the rules. I think they used its bar location fairly well. Sometimes it's a bit too much of a shady camera, but the gore was well done. The practical creatures, we found out like they got this like armor type of thing around them. The design of the creatures are really neat to look at. The acting is capable. And then they made those sequels, and those sequels are garbage. I think sadly those sequels hurt that first one. Because the sequels came out and people were intrigued and they were just so lame and lackluster and unfunny. Like Feast 2, I think it's like sloppy second. Sloppy is the right fit for it. And yeah, Sally has been kind of forgotten about, but like I said, it definitely gives you a good intense ride. You know, it has that Dodge Soldiers, Assault on Precinct 13, like we're stuck in one location, these things are trying to get in, and you just, what do you do when you're trapped in this one location? I think a lot of that can really get some suspense and tension throughout. Again, at times it's a bit too shaky, but overall, I definitely enjoy Feast. That's a good one. Yeah, that one I definitely, of all the ones mentioned, that's the one I would agree with the most, is Feast. Underrated, the first one. You don't need to see the sequels. The first one, though. Highly recommend that one. So pretty much they mention what, like, more of what he's doing on his channel and etc. Oh, 6 more movies. Cool. Pretty much Mormo has mentioned what he's selling, cards and stuff. So it's an interesting idea for a series. Because again, there's so many different types of movies on Tubi. Even if you just say, okay, what horror recommendations or what other recommendations do you have? There's a lot you can find on there. A lot of variety to find on there. So that's pretty cool. It's pretty cool stuff, man. So. So yeah, that's very cool. So yeah, we're pretty much at the last 30 seconds of At the Tubi. Yeah, definitely an interesting idea for a series of videos that definitely works for what its purpose is intended. And overall, yeah, not a bad video. I heard about a documentary. Again, the movies look awful, but I like documentaries about filmmakers. So that one about Chris Seaver, No Budget Heroes, that could be interesting. As well as the, Feast. Nice to see Feast get some love. I definitely agree with RobZombieChick420 on that. And overall, yeah, not a bad video at all. Grady seems like a good host. Kept the conversation going. Well edited. It's paced, so it wasn't a lot of dead air. Good stuff. So, thank you. Take care, everyone. We'll see you guys later. Bye bye.